start telling me about behind the stands, how that originated, the idea, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's funny. You know, we just we would be at practice every day, and we'd be on these runs together and try to pass the time and get to talking and come up with these zany ideas. You know.
Hold on. Andrew, grab my shot, man.
Sorry.
Gotta back up. That's too close. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Go again.
Yeah. All right. Like I was saying, yeah, we'd be on our runs together, and you know, I don't know, either out of sheer exhaustion or just out of boredom, we'd start coming up with crazier and crazier ideas. Just sort of, you know, building off of each other, and then sometimes one day I would pick up where we left off the day before, and then Andy brought a camera to practice one day.
Andrew, you gotta back up, man. You're in the show. It's too close.
Sorry.
So then it really grew from there. We, you know, we had the camera pretty much every day, and things just got more and more elaborate. We used, you know, one shot on everything all the time, and go back and look at it on the computer, and kind of give us some more ideas, and then it just built from there. It was really, you know, one at a time. These episodes, these little clips, they'd come together, and whatever idea someone had, we'd just go with it, and then put up what we had.
Okay. But why? Why were you guys doing this?
You know, it's hard. I mean, that's hard to answer. I think the reason has changed probably 3 or 4 times throughout this season. When it first started, it was just pure entertainment, you know? And then we realized that maybe we kind of had something, and then we wanted people to see it. I think, you know, both of us were sort of proud of what we'd done. And then as people showed a little more interest, it was like, you know, we could really, you know, generate some excitement around what we do. You know, we got this great team and all these wonderful athletes on it, but, you know, in our minds, well, people never get to see these other sides of us, you know, of us and our teammates. So we wanted to, you know, we wanted to show everyone who we are.
Andrew, right in front now.
Oh, sorry.
Could have guessed that one.
What is the other side of Russell Brown then? How would you describe it?
Well, it's a dark, scary place with all kinds of crazy ideas and other personalities and sort of a series of repressed selves that if they didn't come out on video, I don't know, they'd come out in some bad way 10 or 20 years from now. So really, this is therapy, I guess, for me.
You are putting it out there for the world to see, so I mean, you're okay with that.
You know, we try not to spend too much time thinking about the consequences of putting ourselves out there. First couple of times we'd watch these videos, we'd put them up before we had any time to think about it, and once they were up, they couldn't come down, you know? Some of them I regret, the dress in particular, but everyone's seen it now, and I'm still here, so I guess, you know, it can't be that much worse.
Track athletes, especially in Eugene, they know what you guys do. They very, very intelligent fans here. They keep track of what you guys do. Is it important to you that they know who you are and what you're like off the track?
No, you know, it's not personally important to me, but I think what is at least sort of an effective message that I would like everyone to hear, just because I think it'd be good for them and good for our community as a whole, is that, you know, what we do, similarly to what they do, runners that is, and other athletes, and virtually anybody who's doing anything that's a hobby that they enjoy in this community, is that we have a really fun time doing this, you know? Every day of practice is great, and the people I do this with is great. And, you know, the reasons that they do what they do are really the same reasons that we do it. You know, it's because we like being around each other and we like working hard for an end goal, and, you know, but as much as that end goal is valuable, we like the journey too. So, I think if people can see some similarities, then yeah, there'll be a little more to identify with, and we can forge that connection. But also, maybe we can all just be in it together a little more.
Now, the two of you guys doing this, is this atypical for track athletes? Are track athletes a little more refined and maybe uptight?
Yeah, I think we are, and especially distance runners. I think that our reputations and the image that we give off is that we are a little more uptight and a little more anal about our training and about our lifestyles, and that in the middle of all the miles we're running and all the meals that we're meticulously putting together and all the 12 hours of sleep we're trying to get for recovery every day, that we're just robots. I've been around distance runners, for most of my life now, and none of them are like that. Everyone trains hard, and everyone's serious and does everything they need to. But I think it's one of the greatest, most inclusive groups that I can imagine. So maybe. I don't know where that reputation comes from, but maybe we can make one small step into getting rid of that reputation a little bit.
You've included some other athletes in your videos. Jesse Williams, jumping over the whole padding there, and there was a reference to Nick Simmons tanning, I believe.
Yeah.
What is that about?
That was, the Nick Simmons thing. I should apologize to Nick. I really should. That was just off the cuff. It was just the first thing that occurred to me. But we really want to include as many people as we possibly can. And as we've made more of these, we've had more and more athletes in particular tell us how much they like them and give us their ideas and tell us how willing they'd be to be in one too. So at least for the next few weeks, we're going to be pretty focused. But, maybe through this summer and through next year, we can start including all these people and all these ideas and, include everybody, because you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people with some on-camera talents that they're just waiting to show the world.
Do you think it's needed, something like that? Because, you guys have to seriously train. You're doing something that if you're not serious about, you're not going to succeed. So is it good to have a release like that?
Absolutely. And for Andy and I, we've had ups and downs. From like really the most sort of iconoclastic track moments to feelings of, we're never going to be able to do what we once did again. It's just not that serious. The talent that you have and the work that you put in, it never goes away. You always have another opportunity to do something good in this sport, and that's what makes it special. But when you're, hurting real bad and feeling like, you're never going to get another shot, you forget those things. So doing this, I think, it makes us forget of the seriousness that we bring upon ourselves and the seriousness that other people bring upon us, but also just reminds us that, we're doing this because we love it, and there's really no other reason to do anything, let alone something as difficult and as rewarding as this.
Well, now I have to get serious, and I have to ask you about the Olympic trials, because it's here, and it's now less than a month away. So just tell me your thoughts on how you see things going for yourself.
Well, I feel like I've been thinking about this one particular race for my entire life, in a sense. You grow up wanting to be an athlete, you become an athlete, you get better and better, and everyone imagines the one pinnacle moment of their career, and this, most likely is mine. That said, it's just another race. There's nothing that I can do that I don't do at practice every day, and that that I haven't done and don't do in the races that I run and have been running. So my feelings are, as long as I keep it simple, then I have as good a shot as anybody else. You know, I think I'm capable. It's not going to be easy by any chance. You know, my event just seems to get better and better every week as we get closer, and everyone's running better and better. But you know, I think all of us know more or less what's going to happen, and more or less what's going to determine, you know, who's on that team and who's not. And it's just going to be that last 100 meters when we're all battling it out. So I think about it every day. But you know, as it approaches, I'm actually getting less and less nervous because I realize that there's just not that much to it. You know, if I just run as fast as I can, then I might just be on the team, and that's pretty fantastic.
So top 3 is just the goal?
Top 3 is the goal, yeah. You know, if I can win, that'd be pretty cool, but second or third place is about as good a consolation prize as there is. So, yeah, I'm not asking for any more than third.
Well, this home crowd can really get behind the locals. How does that make you feel going in?
You know, I mean, it makes me feel really, really privileged. I've been running here for the last couple of years, and I've had good races and bad races on this track, and I always get everyone's support and everybody's love. And I, you know, sometimes I feel like I don't deserve it. It feels like a certain amount of responsibility because, you know, I want to give back what I feel like I've already gotten, and I know that, you know, even if I make the team, it'll be exciting for everyone, but it's, I don't know. I'm not sure I can ever give back as much as I've gotten already, and as much as I'll probably get when I step on the track a month from now.
Good.
Okay.
Thanks, Russell.